Good time zone chat. Check 1 2. Oh, I need to unmute Discord here. Check 1 2. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Jaggedy?
Yo.
How's everybody doing? What's up to Possum, Sai, my love? Who else was there? Beck's here. How's everybody feeling? How you doing, Jaggedy? How you holding up in the storm?
Doing well. If some of the reads tonight are interrupted by loud gusts of rain, or wind, actually, I apologize. My apartment's rocking in this wind more than the rain, actually.
Yeah, I realized that. Hey, what's up, Stormbird? I also realized that like Naomi and I are one of the only things that we're lucky about with this apartment is that while we are at the bottom of a canyon and therefore seem to be at risk of flooding, there's a creek right next to our apartment that is about, I would estimate, 30 to 35 feet lower than like the level of our actual apartment. So if it floods enough to get up to our level, half the city will be underwater. So I think we're okay. Like it's biblical level flooding that it would take to actually affect our apartment itself.
Yeah.
Our building's another story, but the apartment below us is vacant. So, but hi, chat. Yes, we are in the middle of a storm that has been described a few different places I've seen online as the worst one within basically my and Jack's lifetime, like the worst one in about half a century in the Bay Area. So it's interesting. I stayed home from work today because
cyclone.
Yeah, it's called a bomb cyclone, exactly, which is nuts.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, and I called off my whole crew for work today. We all stayed home. I didn't want nobody going in this day, so I have been home all day vibing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you don't know who I am, my name is Annie. I use she, her pronouns. There's my info in chat. I'm an audio editor at the Rusty Quill and the Magnus Archives and a musician and many other things. And that's my buddy Jackie D, he, him pronouns. There's all his info in chat right there. And how are all of you, chat? I know there's a couple people, maybe not who are not here right now, but in general, there's a couple people who come into our chat who are, hello, Red. There's a couple people coming to our chat who are West Coasters, and I want to know if you guys are being hit by this same storm as well and how you are holding up. I don't know how far north or south it goes. I know there were other warnings in LA, but it technically may be a different storm from the same system. So I don't know. But if you are on the West Coast, how are you holding up? And if you're not, how are you doing in general? We're back in Scarlet Hollow. I don't remember what was happening when we last left. We're about to go hunt ghosts at the librarian's house. That's right. We're meeting at the library.
Nice.
Hey, so yeah, I no recap here because we didn't finish a chapter, but we're about to finish this one, I think, and then we have one more chapter after that. I am tired. Streaming is tired. Excellent. Partner 6, I'm trying to say. Oh no, Possum, sorry to hear that. Beck, I saw that you're meeting your partners tomorrow. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, congrats, Beck.
Yeah, Red, maybe we're checking it, but I don't think, like, check the weather reports down there first, because I think it's just like a moderately bad storm. It's the Bay Area and the Central Valley that we're just getting fucking beat down right now.
I think SoCal's getting hit too.
Are they getting hit hard?
San Diego's going to get slammed. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow.
All right. Yeesh. Yeah, this is supposed to go on for a couple days, but I think if I read right, today is supposed to be the only like crazy, windy, nasty day, and then it's just going to be miserable, rainy for the next couple days up here. But I could be wrong about that.
The frost buildup for our like reservoirs and stuff, our water supply. That's the one part of this I'm trying to remind myself is great.
I'll be trapped in a car for 10 hours, so I'm mostly be praying for that. Yeah, no kidding. At least there's a reward at the end of the day.
Oof. Yeah, keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah, exactly. How do you guys feel, by the way, about, I don't know if you noticed, I added back in the bounce effect on our PNGs now. When I first started using the new overlay to make these work, I disabled the bounce effect because I wanted to make it look as close to how it had looked before as possible. But now that I've used it for a while, I'm using the bounce here, and I don't know, I think I kind of like it, but if it's distracting,
I think it's cute.
It's supposed to be because, like, technically speaking, the way that I'm supposed to set this up is to work with a larger channel and have everybody who comes in, like a larger Discord voice channel, and have everybody who comes in make their own avatars and their own logins on this site, and then I can put in one browser source and have, as more people join or leave, more faces pop up along whatever we're doing. You know what I mean?
I love that option.
So SoCal is okay. I'm glad, Beck, and thank you, love. And yeah, Red, I guess it sounds like they are going to get hit tomorrow the way we're getting hit tonight. So All right, but let's dive in. Let's not dwell too long on that. Oh, I do need to at some point. I think maybe when we finish the end of the chapter 3 here. Oh, hey, look, there's a boy on the roof. There's also some over here. Oh my God, look, they're just hanging out. Anyway, I need to remember to tell you guys about the birthday subathon on Monday. I need to remember to tell you the plans that I have for it, but we'll do that after we finish chapter 3 here. No, we're talking about the PNG tubers bouncing Keck and also high Keck. All right.
You okay?
Let's just dive back into this here because I think that it's been so long. I want to try and get through as much as we can tonight and definitely try to finish chapter 3. So,
you put the stream for me so I can read along.
Oh yes, thank you. Let me do that. Knew I was forgetting something. Share my screen. All right, you got it up there.
Oh yeah.
All right, sweet. All right. And if there's any volume issues, let me know, chat, anybody. But I'm just going to dive in unless I see otherwise. So, lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Glory to the Lurkers back. Thank you. Enjoy your laundry. Good luck. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Oh, rip possum. Ouch. The one that we're using is at a website called Fuji.tech. If you want to try that one, that's the one we're using now. Because the other previous tutorials that I used with the Discord voice overlay, those are now broken as well. So I think that there's something that they changed about the way that Discord reacts to CSS that may have broken the voice overlay completely now, which sucks. Stares at my laundry, refuse to fold until next problem. Yeah, I think I might need to do laundry either tonight or tomorrow night, but I don't know, and I have to be up early the next couple days. But I might do it tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. I do love the cat. I forgot there was a black cat in the library. Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Oh, God. Hey. All right. I've got my newspaper rolled up and ready for you, chat. Go ahead.
Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay.
That's the one, Possum Reactive by Fujitech. That's the one we're using. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. When I was talking about the cat, my mouse was circling your PNG tuber ears, apparently. Because you were right in front of the cat.
Oh,
that's
right
perfect.
There, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Ghosts. Wow, a lot of this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Oscar's looking at you like,
Excuse me?
I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh, hey.
Hey. Hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff?
Reminder to chat that Avery uses they them pronouns. Also a reminder to check the content warnings. Please chat. I wonder if I hit the buttons in here. So yeah, please do check the content warnings if you've not read them before, or if you need a refresher. This game can have some extremely disturbing imagery in it, and it tends to be able to see it coming from a ways away, and it tends to not linger on it too much, but it can still get pretty brutal. So be careful. That's all. Beck, there are too many hump people here. I'm going to combust. The artist knew what they were doing. Avery, glad you could make it. More pair of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry.
Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two.
Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in there tonight.
Whoa, was that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. And that mine only collapsing after 100 years while y'all were there?
By the way, chat, just want to give a quick shout out to the song. I added it to the playlist, and it's one of my fucking favorites, and I don't know how it was never on any of these plays, but particularly this game. It's such a vibe for this game. Anyway, it's Bukowski by Modest Mouse Jacks. I'm sure you know it. Woke up this morning, it seemed to me.
I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now.
More like Bukowski, and yeah, I know it's a pretty good read, but God, who'd want to be? God, who'd want to be? God, I forgot how many dialogue options they give you. All right. Something back there. I can feel it. Whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Mines are chock full of ghosts. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing explainable. Mine collapse. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night is probably a gas leak. There could also be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night, like aliens. Ha ha ha. I'm going with the mystical one. That's why I have it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody liked it except Stella. I'm okay with that. There's something back there. I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait to finally see a ghost. Stella Pog. Hold on. I have just screenshotted that because I'm going to make that an emote in the chat. We needed our own Pog emote, and that is fucking perfect. Just Pog. Oh, yeah. You can't see it. You can't see it. Stella Pog. Look at the Pog. All right, sorry. That's going to be an emote in this chat by tomorrow. All right. All right. Yeah, exciting's a word.
Is someone here for the thrill of being terrified? It's the word I'm here for. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started.
I got more people coming?
Yeah, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I going to forget your promise, Stella.
This is one of the kids from the mine, I remember. Zane, glad you could make it.
I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind.
Fucking huge mood, sir. Yes.
Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me.
I did take a bit of it's a slightly spoilery peek, but not so much. I didn't get any significant spoilers, but the achievement names in this game are all absolutely hilarious. So I took a look at some of them forward, and they don't spoiler them the way they should. So I do know a couple spoilers about the game, but one thing I do want to say is that there is an achievement. I don't remember what it's called. There's an achievement for getting absolutely everyone you possibly can at this ghost hunting trip, which I think the only person that we're actually missing is, what's her name? Our cousin.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's the only other one we could bring here, but there might have been one more as well. I don't remember. But yeah, there's an achievement for just like fucking packed house. And then there's also one for going ghost hunting with just Stella, Kanika, and Oscar. So, but I like the large crowd that we have here. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library.
Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect.
Hey! There's no way you're doing this without me.
Oh, but there we go. Rosalina, we talked about this.
No, you talked at me about it. I'm sick of other people making decisions for me. I just want to be able to live in our house again. I'm going in there and I'm sleeping in my room tonight, no matter what. I think let her come with us.
You're just achievement hunting.
No, because again, I can't get the max.
I'm just teasing.
Let her come with us. It's her house too. Exactly. I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. If Zane is coming, I have every right to be there too. That's actually a valid point.
She's got a good point, Mr. G. You're right. I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay?
Thanks, Dad. Now, let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like in the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know.
Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural.
None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence.
You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show this many people around.
Look at Avery's fucking jacket, by the way. They have such a fit in this. Like,
oh, hell yeah.
God damn.
Oh, wait. Is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder?
It sure does. I definitely feel that.
Sam, I've got chills.
The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house.
Oh, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity.
Ka-chink. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Oh, wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before he moved out.
I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library.
Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Do the Scooby! All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Wasting our time here. I'm gonna do the Scooby line. I think. It's too tempting, and you know what? It is true. Yes, yes! I got an achievement. Said, "Let's see who this really is." With a picture of the meme of Fred pulling the sheet off the tied guy's head. Beautiful. All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Look at, she is so like, you are so fucking lame. You're such a fucking loser. That's what that face is. Oh my god. Oh, if that's the case, I call dibs on Annie. Ooh. Yes, please. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for a disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay.
Yeah, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing?
He's got a point. There's a fucking cross on the wall here, and it apparently didn't do shit, so. Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board. to politely ask it to leave.
Sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse.
They both make valid points, I think. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out.
Okay. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you were not kidding about a stain. That's
I thought the dog made a mess at first.
I know, right? Whoa.
This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain.
Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either.
Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back.
Have you torn up the carpet yet? It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here.
Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to.
That's a valid point. Oh, good idea.
Tell her offering him free carpet cleaning. Be my guest.
The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice.
Don't do the mystical one there. You'd sound loony.
I mean, because I feel like this is not a good enough explanation of this, but I do want to ask about tearing up the carpet. I want to see what's underneath. Because if there's something expressing itself, it could be expressing itself on the bare floor, and then the carpet is just soaking it up, right?
Just check for leaks. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Have you tried tearing up the carpet?
In-house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property.
It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there. In blood. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. She goes, all right, let's fucking go. Whoop! Big mood.
Gotta love her. Oh, dear.
You're doing the government a favor, really.
We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it.
He says. They say while filming it.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Goddamn.
Let's go. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Nope. I'm seeing a hatch. A hatch. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I just noticed the poster on Rosalina's
Many Boys.
wall. Many Boys.
New album. 11/22. It's just a shitload of dudes.
It's a shitload of boys.
I really want to know what some of the rest of these are too. And also, she's a furry.
Oh, shouts out. A hidden hatch.
This is even better than finding a message.
But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement.
And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh, yeah, this is super haunted, all right. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it.
Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound.
The only thing I wish, Chad, it is a good fake band name, but the only thing I wish is that it was B-O-I-S.
Boys.
Many Boys, or B-O-I-Z even. But that would have been, that's 290s. The Z thing was a late 90s, or was early to late 90s thing.
I love that Z thing still.
With the boys, two men and shit. Like,
makes me laugh. It's always felt dated to me.
Yeah,
Boys
exactly.
with an I though. That's more modern on the other end.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because the B-O-I-S is like a queer thing. So
Yeah.
many boys with a B-O-I-S would have been Like, it would have really fit, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah. Exactly, Sai. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone's set foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever's under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house.
Thank you.
The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. Boys do more boys. That's exactly it. Boys too many boys.
It's mud. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
And you just didn't fucking say anything? Excuse me? Sonny! Hi, Sonny.
Yo, Sonny.
What up, Sonny? Long time no see. Hey, we gotta feed Sonny. Thank you, Possum. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? I mean, I'm just saying, if you tested the brown, reddish brown stain in your carpet and you found out that it was human blood and you were just like, there's a ghost in my house, that's why it's blood, I'm really side-eyeing you right now. Because maybe it is, but you have to explore the possibility that it is a dead fucking person under your floor before you just go, there's a ghost, let me run away. Like, excuse me.
Contact the proper fucking authorities there.
Like, yeah, hold on.
I'm not a fan of the cops, but if there's one thing I want them to do, it's figure out if there's a body underneath my floorboard.
Exactly, and exonerate me
Your
for
job,
it.
do it.
Because if you left a stain of human blood that you kept cleaning up and it kept coming back in your house for a couple weeks, and then you told the cops after that fact, then you're a murder suspect. But if the first time you see it, you check it, you figure out that it's blood, if you call them right away, then they're gonna suspect you initially, get your story, and move the fuck on to helping you find out if there's a fucking body under your house. I mean, are you absolutely insane? Maybe there's no decibel and that makes it confusing. I mean, sure, even still, again, it's not even like, welcome back home from work, Sonny, and I hope you're doing okay in the storm. I don't know if it's hit, I don't know how far you are from here, so I don't know if it's hit you as hard as it is here, because I know it was moving slightly southward instead of northward, but oh my god, it was a bad afternoon out here. Worse I'm in a kind of a sheltered spot from this particular storm, but worse in nearby areas. The lighting and layout reminds me of damn bitch, you live like this? Yeah, exactly.
The wind's slapping me too, Sonny.
Yeah, I fully it's so fucking windy. Yeah, you're on the outside edge of it though, I think, because we got like 5 or 6 inches of rain today and are getting more this weekend. It's like really, really crazy. But yeah, no, Sai, exactly. You still gotta call somebody, but yeah, it would, I understand, like, once you test it and find out it's blood, you gotta call somebody. Maybe you don't test it right away. You just scrub it and it comes back. You go, what the fuck is this shit? But once you test it and you see it's blood, you just didn't tell anybody that? You were just gonna leave it alone? Wimdy. I love that fucking picture of that dog. There's a good, I will get back to the game in a sec. There's a really great video of our daughter that Naomi and I have somewhere. I haven't watched it in a while. I think it's on her phone. But so Naomi and Emery were playing out in the backyard at my parents' house, and it was super windy on this particular day. And Emery decided the way she was playing pretend was that the wind was like a monster that she had to run from. And so they would be like hiding on the side of the house, and then a gust of wind would blow by, and she would go, "No, windy! We gotta run!" And like grab Naomi's hand and run through the backyard to the other side of the house, and then keep doing that back and forth. It's so cute.
Aww.
So every time it's windy, Naomi and I look at each other and go, "No, windy! We gotta run!" Like our own private meme. Anyway, whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. When it rains, it rains. Exactly, Possum. There's potentially supposed to be thunder and lightning tonight, by the way, chat, as well here, which I'm very, very excited about if that hits, because I never get a good fucking thunderstorm out in California. There's no real thunderstorms out here, and I adore thunder and lightning. So I'm hoping to hear some when I am going to sleep tonight. Little brother tried to steal my milkshake. Oh my god, I have a milkshake. All right. Have you considered they may have tried to seal it up because it's unsafe?
Do you think the flooding could have made this house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice.
That's fair. I'm going for it. Whoop. Whoa.
What?
Chat. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. What the fuck is happening? Okay. Oh, the picture's gone, by the way. At least, physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. Well, this is the same picture that was up, Beck. I didn't really look at these ones, but this is the same picture of what I assume to be Oscar and his what I assume to be wife here, I believe. And there's still the cat tree and everything else. Yeah, and that's yeah, exactly. I think these are still the same, but there's just no unicorn photo here now. You feel claustrophobic as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Good luck, honey. Hopefully she goes. Bird lady and dog lady. Are we confused? Wait, bird lady and dog lady? What do you mean? Okay.
I would call out.
Hello? Is anybody here? There is no reply. Okay. I'm gonna try to call Stella. The phone rings. Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end and then a dial tone. Okay. The phone rings. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything? Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor, long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone. Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever. Just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. Call disconnects. Okay, that's enough of that. Put your phone away. This clearly isn't giving you anyway. I'm going to her room. That's where we last saw them. I'm kind of wondering if I am the ghost as well, Sai, but we'll see. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house.
Holy shit.
Yo, we're going musicless for a second here, chat.
What the fuck?
If it'll work, okay. There's a ram. This is... Something isn't right. No shit. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. The lover. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Oh, mystical. We're following the fucking mystical. Hang on a second. The presence. Eddie. It's Charlie. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Blah. I'm going to keep this conversation going. I want the conversation between the spirits. I want to continue to be a conduit here. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever going to come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. Ugh. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Screw your family. Screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right. What I came back for isn't worth it. But you are. I won't leave the holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. What?
What the fuck?
Blech. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to click there, but okay. I don't know which one I picked. I think I went back, but...
Yeah, I think so.
I did not mean to click. You turn. As you do so, a single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it.
Oh.
Jesus fuck. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner. That's that. Ever so slightly more defined, and now it has hands. That's why. Duh. The mother. Who is she? Wait a minute. Which character is
Looks
it?
like Rosalina.
I think it is Rosalina. Your father has left town, Charlie. We're moving to a new house, okay? I don't want to leave our house. I like it here. Daddy should come back. Why did he leave? He hasn't come back. We gotta live somewhere else now. But that'll be fun, right? There'll be new kids to play with. You can show them your little dolls. Hurry, sweetie, we don't have much time. But the other kids make fun of me. I don't want to leave Eddie. Can she come with us? No, she can't come. I never want you to say her name again. Do you hear me? We aren't friends with the Scarlets anymore. Blech. Oh God, they're outside. Are those torches? We don't have time, Charlie. We have to go right now. Bloop. The mother is whisked away, leaving you behind in the empty room. As she departs, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. Oh, look! It's the boy! This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these little parasites. Bottom feeders. Okay, I'm talking to him.
Nope.
I like the nope, but I'm just going to remain silent for now. I want to hear him. You remain silent. Woof. Hi, Void. Hi, non-existing Void. Sorry, I'm very wrapped up in it. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to chat. My apologies. Paralyzed with fear. You'll learn to get over it if you ever want to get out of here. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Step into the white void. You walk past him and into the white void. Okay. Little bee. I like that all the things that all the like animals that are around here are like 1998 GIFs. You're outside.
Yeah, the hodgepodge makes it more unsettling.
Yeah. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. I hate the insect sounds. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Blech. Hi, Kanika. The witch. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Don't talk about my family, and I don't need life advice from some old broad. I'm sure by now you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not a lack of desire. Sorry, I keep tapping incorrectly. I'm sorry. Blah. Hand off the mouse. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold on her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money, and as soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mime's handing you something. The witch mime's handing you something, though her hands are empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I don't understand. Is this a map? And some kind of poem? Yeah, it's only. I think it's only when I'm doing the mystical dialogue that we are the presence here. Possum. I believe that the idea is that I'm letting myself be possessed. And all my friends are playing roles in the memories that the ghost is showing me one at a time. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, then read what I've written down, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. Ugh. And then she's gone. Sound is so fucking bad here. There we go. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Are you Sam Wayne, or are you something else? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. What's doing this? A resident, a ghost, whatever it is you call it. The leftovers of a human existence, festering and forgotten. Thank you for the sub, non-existing void. Hell yeah. The emoji explosion over this scene is such an interesting energy. Oh, that's probably right, Possum. The more people come along, the more memories I get out of this. Ooh, that's a good thought. Okay, anyway. Festering and forgotten, feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. Pathetic. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust, and then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when that time comes. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. Yeah, I'm gonna do the, I'm not worried about myself, I'm worried about my friends. The people you only met 2 days ago. I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. It's not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. What are you? I'm a friend. There it is. Hydrate up.
Good job
Chad.
getting through that.
That was the longest I've had to speak as Wayne.
Yeah, it's a tough voice.
Yeah. It's okay, because it's kind of a variant on the normal kind of like horror, like zombie voice I do, because normally I do it while inhaling, which is like much more unsettling but harder to understand, and it's way more difficult to do long term, so I'm kind of glad I fried it out forward instead. So, excuse me.
You're fucking pro over here.
You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Alright. I still got Oscar left. Oh, that's...
I hate that.
He's tied up on the fucking bed, too. Yeah, you get out of here. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Oh yeah, these are rails. I didn't even notice. Oh, hey Zane. Figure rises to attention, blocking your way. Give me a good horror voice, Jaggedy.
I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now.
As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I love that it's like, yeah, see, because these are like photographs that they cut into the hand drawings. And also this sound is terrible. I'm trying to move on here.
I'm so sorry, boy. Sorry I let my trouble drive your mom away.
That was too hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone. And now...
That was pretty good. You're getting what you deserve.
Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening. I put that time to say, Enoch went behind my back.
Not for that. For what you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlet's made you out to be.
You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on Ned's name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back out there. Tell the people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer.
see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Damn it, boy. I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. And at the very least, show the Enoch bastard what for.
I promise. I'll go back. What? You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him.
Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important, but why does any of it matter?
I'm going to quickly cover her face with the chat so you can see Wayne here in the corner. Oh my god. See, you can seduce him.
Oh, fuck Wayne. Fuck Wayne. Let's go to chat. Get in the chat. Fuck Wayne.
Do you know what it's trying to tell me?
Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it.
You keep disappearing.
It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find.
Are my friends dead?
They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way.
Okay.
The chat overwhelmingly
on.
wants you to seduce Wayne.
Oh my god, I'm not in this playthrough. I want to do.
Everybody wants it to happen.
I want to do more runs of this game where we seduce various people because I want a Kanika run, and I know chat does too. And now I definitely want a Wayne run. But
I'm lying too. Nobody wants Wayne. Storm kind of had my back.
You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole the father left behind and crawl through. Awesome. Nobody wants it to happen, Jack. Oh, he's coming in through the window.
Holy shit.
You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Oh. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. Hey, it's Avery. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man, though. You've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Oh, sorry, that was Avery. I apologize. This is me. The entity is Avery, and I am the presence. Oh.
Okay.
So the entity for now. Yeah, I'll switch with you. Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead.
No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw.
I'm not him.
A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? Now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out?
How do you know that? Who are you? Oh, is Avery heading in? I apologize. You can't really see much of him anyway, so don't worry about it. But
Oh yeah, it's pretty much it.
Keep going, sorry.
You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine.
Ugh. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. His hands in the window. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is we saw this door in the end cinematic of chapter 1, by the way, chat. There's so many locks. I can't free you if that's what you're after.
That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I really wanted to offer a warning. leave town now?
Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her, especially if what you say is true.
You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell, or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here.
Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting.
Oh. Charlie. Yo, this was Charlie. Get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Eddie, are you pregnant? How does it know that? Gretchen possessed too. Poor Gretchen. What? Oh, there's Wayne.
Interesting interpretation.
Who's that supposed to be?
A prisoner, just like it said it was. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close.
Well, okay. Shaw's Renman keeps getting closer, and I don't appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Wayne disappears into a dark corner. You follow close behind. Oh, Jesus.
Chill, what the fuck?
Hi, Stella. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room at the same time. The two of you find yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Okay, so this is us as kids now. Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had.
Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends.
I'll try to keep... Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on shows for other kids. A French live horror theater tradition. Oh, the name on it. Oh, interesting.
Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door.
I have to keep the memory going though, right? A traveling show, and you'd want me to be there too? Oh, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. It's telling me not to do what I'm doing, but I can't turn to him and go, yo, I'm just channeling. All right, I'm gonna remain silent for the first time. Let's see what happens. You quietly let the scene finish playing out.
Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the
Ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. Ah, welcome to the theater. Puppet show, chat. And look, it's Shaw. And so there would be Tabitha here. Oh, they bow. Ah, they bow at the end of the show, and then he claps, and then you come back here. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Ow. Ah! Another medallion.
You took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get...
All right, trigger warning, chat. It's gonna be graphic, I think. Right, shove down the hatch.
Eddie?
Ugh. Right, that's why his ghost looked like that. Yep, graphic visual warning, I think, in a sec. Ugh, there, Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Oh! Hello.
Do you repent?
Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean that the resident has grown weaker, or is this yet another part of its act? Let it continue.
You must answer for the crimes committed by your Scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die.
I want to die. Please. I have been alone in the dark for so long.
All I ask is for some of your years, to pay for the years that were taken from me. All blood is Scarlet.
My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours.
It's only fair.
The sins of the father.
Are to be laid upon the children.
Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. You can't actually make me do anything, can you? I can keep you here. I can do whatever I want with them.
You can refuse.
But if you do,
I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed.
I don't understand. I'm trying to vamp here, hoping Wayne shows up, but we'll see.
You will live a shorter life. And I will finally be satisfied.
I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? That isn't for you to know, just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you'll die. A smell hits you, that now familiar wet odor. Hey, there's the boy.
What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long.
Oh, look, the friends are waking up. All of our friends are waking up, chat.
It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Annie. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester.
What about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave?
They've already left. They are not a factor in this.
Wait a sec. Well, okay, wait a minute. Wait, they've already left. They're not a factor in this. Means I think that I just need to leave. Because if they've already... Either way, that means I can't affect their outcome. Again, remember, I'm trying to play this as like a straight up, like, how I would react in the situation thing.
Yeah,
I'm out of my depth. I'm going with Wayne. That's my thing, right?
I wouldn't be giving up years of my life just for the goodwill of this ghost that I
Especially
didn't know until an hour ago, where I was tortured psychologically.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. You better make this count, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is Wayne. He's been following us the whole time. We don't know much about him. Okay, I'm trusting you. You better make this count.
You don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs.
You close your eyes. You fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent.
Good. You've made it out of the pit.
His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. Oh, there we go. Holy shit. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to.
Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward.
Okay. Right, there's the overlays. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus.
Good. The main doors are just ahead.
You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. We all ignore the pit. Yes, of course. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you when the doors fly open. Achievement unlocked. Sins of the Father and shall not be visited upon the Son. Nice. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I wonder if they can see him right now.
You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you.
He leaves.
Sounds to Wayne.
Yeah, let's go, Wayne. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out, Annie. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It sounds like you've had quite the evening.
My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurting for a few days at least.
Oh, so they do remember. Oh, shit.
I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay.
Oh, shit. They remember it. That's crazy.
This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. I agree, Storm. I would be freaking out so hard. I mean, I'm assuming actually that
I think
these
they've been
folks
out here
that
for
we're
a
talking
while.
to, yeah, exactly, have been out here for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Not coming in as hot as I would.
I mean, they really are, like, particularly Stella and Rosalina, but everyone's who was in there is experiencing, like, body language of recent trauma. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we're in reality now, Kick.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second.
Is there an option for you to just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh
basically.
my God, are you all real?
Exactly. Yeah, I hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there.
Of course not. It's just a house, and we don't even own it. I'm not going to let you sacrifice years of your life for a rental.
It's a good point. I wouldn't expect you to put yourself at risk for other people.
Rosalina, Annie is the reason you made it out of that mine last night. You owe her an apology.
Do you think Alexis's parents feel the same way about her? Fine. I'm sorry.
Even if we own the place, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment.
I don't want to give up the Tabitha thing because I am still trying to build a positive relationship with Tabitha. So
Yeah.
I'm really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar.
Don't apologize. I wouldn't want you to lose something that important for a rental unit owned by the state. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I could have lived with the guilt if you'd made that choice. Yeah, Mr. G, we got a spare room, and I don't think my parents would really care. That's really sweet of you, Zane, but
Dad, just take him up on it.
you're right. Thank you, Zane. I'll figure out something more long-term in the morning. Dope. I'm gonna peace out then and let my folks know. See you later, Rosalina. See you later, Mr. G.
Yeah, Zane's the shit. All right, I'm gonna get music back on. I need to check off that vibe. Oof. Okay.
We've cooled off.
Zane walks off down the road.
To think that ghosts are actually real, Stella's got to be over the moon right now.
Avery, read the room, buddy. Actually, wait. Where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Shut up. I'm getting an 833 call right now. Fuck off. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's just standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction for anyone else who just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. All right. I'm gonna go talk to Stella. I think a one-on-one is probably a good. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Annie. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Annie. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? Oh, shit. Oh, no. She hurries off down the road. Oh, my God. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'll just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse.
God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. Okay. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? Oh my God. Look at this.
Tickling under his feet. It was actually kind of hot.
Oh my God. He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. For everyone who isn't hypermobile in the group, yeah, right? Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? We don't need to trouble Annie for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina.
It's okay. Worst things have happened to people, and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up.
So to give some clarity on Sybill's comments, she's the only person before I got here who had spoken to this current bag over the head spooky Wayne, and has apparently been giving him things that help with something. So whatever the thing is that's possessing him or whatever, she's like helping him feel better. She's not like, no, fuck that guy, stay away from him. She's just going like, he's not going to harm any of you, but you don't want to have to deal with him. This is the thing between him and Annie. That's like effectively the thrust of that dialogue there. So.
In Miss Sybil's defense, he is freaky as shit. He's very scary.
Yeah. Rosalina stares up at you with a whirlpool of tears and rage in her eyes. Poor Rosalina. You You won't have to do it
Still
alone,
make
Oscar.
time.
You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store.
Yeah, I'm sure Aunt Winnie and I can help out too.
I also miss why the library is unsafe, Possum. I'm not sure. This is a good town full of good people, Annie. We won't let this ruin Oscar. Were you all conscious that whole time? Well, the house is connected to the library, but they had been sleeping in the library even after the haunting had started, so I'm unclear why they couldn't do that again, or at least be in the library if they'd been sleeping there since this ghost first showed up. You know what I mean? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah.
It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it.
Wayne, he's been following Annie around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Annie about him. Just stay away, all of you. There was another carving in there. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. I want to see what they say about it. Leave it at that.
I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me too.
I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow, Annie. I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. Ugh, okay.
I would ask him what it was like being puppeted.
No, that seems insensitive.
Well, I mean, but we all went through it. Weren't you technically possessed by something?
Yeah, but I wasn't puppeted. I had the choice to... What's up, Sky? I had the choice to say other stuff. You remember?
But
so I wasn't puppeted.
As when that thing...
Right, that's why I wanted to say, do any of you know who you were supposed to be, rather than what's it like being puppeted?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Right, see if they all know who these people are. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea.
The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt.
I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful.
I was just cold.
No. I guess I should probably head back.
We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Zane's parents up too late.
Alright. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Can you tell? Yeah, you have to go down. If you go on Twitch and go into the creator dashboard mode, there's like 80 tabs on the left side. You should just poke through them at some point. Kick. I'll see you tomorrow, Annie. But if you haven't made affiliate yet, there won't be a section for subbing. You can just see. I don't know if you can actually check who's following you, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. She seems unhappy with me, honestly. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybill leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better. But I gotta admit the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home.
I guess it's just the two of us now.
Do you regret coming along tonight?
Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and we failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together, and hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost?
They're right. Hello, your neighborhood cryptid. Thank you for the first time chat. Yeah, I don't even remember how I found it, but I think it was in a package deal during a Steam sale at one point, and I was just immediately enthralled with it. And God, we've been loving the fuck out of it. And yeah, we're gonna do multiple runs of this game, I think, before we even move on. Maybe we'll do another run immediately after we finish the current 4 chapters, or maybe we'll give another game in between and come back. But we're going to try and do a whole bunch of runs of this game because I am just absolutely loving it. Sorry. Anyway. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others.
None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries.
What do you remember? It said it twice. That was weird.
As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant. But even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive.
I guess you've finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles and then grabs their ribs, wincing. Oof.
Yeah, I guess I do.
100% agree, Beans. The dialogue options being nearly like word for word basically all the time. Because I hate when games do that. When you try to say a thing and it says something with a completely different connotation. Hi, Beans.
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate it when games do that so much. It's like, how am I supposed
to... started that,
yeah,
as far as I could tell.
It's like, how am I... If this is like my choices affect the end of the game, I should at least understand the choices I'm making before I make them. You know what I mean? To some extent, right? Like, not what the result will be, but... sorry, that's you.
I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Still, I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's something Alwini can do to help them out.
Yeah, exactly. I should be able to control my character's intent. Exactly, Beck.
At the very least, I can help them spruce things up with some plans once they find a place to settle into. Which reminds me, I better get back on. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but at least hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up.
Later, bud. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. There she is. Sybill returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Let's do it. I'm not excited for walking back. I tried to avoid it so many times already. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. I don't trust her. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I do, like, I feel like she probably has people's best, like, intents in mind, but, like, she really has her own in mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's trying to hit anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. These sorts of things don't come without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. Ooh, thank you for the following, your neighborhood cryptid. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Yeah, this is in Appalachia, North Carolina, Beck. Best intentions, but according to how she personally believes things to be up for. Yeah, I would absolutely 100% be doing an Appalachian accent if it wouldn't be horribly offensive. So, oh, I'm hearing the, hold on, chat real quick. Listen. Ditchling whispers. I didn't notice until right now. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
Because I couldn't hear him with the music on. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Yeah. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Annie. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms in chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. It just said pass the ramen. Oh, I love matrixing. It's the human ability to hear like words or see things it understands out of total noise. I love that. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. See, this feels a little... Because I didn't understand them perfectly. But it does feel like it is leading this because it's a mystical only option. It feels like it is leading me down the path of like, you're suspicious, right? But at the same time, I feel like this answer here could be revealing. As long as your grandmother's special blend tastes better than the chaga you gave Avery yesterday, because she should know that I drank their tea to see what her reaction is to knowing that, like, in case it's like a special thing she's doing for each person individually, right? Yeah, I think I might. I feel like this is probably good, but like, all right, here, Possum, I'll do it one more time for you. It's mostly just backwards whispers, which would be fun to take a clip of in reverse. I might do that at some point just to hear. But anyway, all right, what do you think, Jack?
I'm always tempted to just go with the mystical one because you have it there.
Right, because I could always do another one. That
If you're trying to test your metal there, you know, that's the one that kind of.
Chad, I also, if you guys have any input, I'm interested, because I'm having a hard time deciding between these two. You're welcome, Possum. Because it does seem like the mystical one is a little bit more. It's the fitness cramping.
You did understand the visions, essentially. You know.
Yeah.
I would just go mystical.
Okay. Yeah, Keck, we're doing pretty okay here. How are you holding up over there?
The rain is hitting so hard right now. It's crazy.
I understood those visions.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Is it really dumbing on you right now?
Yeah. Everybody stays safe out there.
I think that we're okay down here right now. Actually, I kind of want to check the weather radar once we finish this chapter here, but I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea to help me decipher them. That's fair enough, but you should swing by tomorrow regardless. It's always best to think about these things after the mind's had time to rest, even for one as perceptive as yours. That's enough rest from me. Let's carry on for a bit. I also really like how this game occasionally Because there's the explore options, which they tell you explicitly won't move the plot forward if you use them. And then the ones that don't have explore, will move. You won't be able to return to that same menu, right? But sometimes it gives you a limited number of explorers, so you can't just batch through all of the dialogue in the game. After a certain, either it's after a certain one or after a certain number of explorers, it'll move you along. So you have to really decide what info you want out of it, which is really, really interesting. You and Sybill walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home. Sybill, what is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. We both know there's more to him than that. The smile briefly fades from her face. Oh, she looks pissed. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That doesn't mean you should trust him, though. Be careful with that one. Okay. Wayne didn't want me to make a deal with that ghost. Of course he didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd have gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. What do you mean? Oh, he might be immortal. I was sort of developing a theory around Wayne as being one of the people from the long past who's possessing the body of a miner who ran away named Sam Wayne, right? So, like, because he said, I'm not Sam Wayne, the body is Sam Wayne. He said that when we were talking to him. And I like the idea that I think he's immortal, because if you'd have gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is, i.e. an undying thing, and you just chose to die sooner. Oh, that makes sense. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Why can't I just go home? Like, to my real home? I'm afraid this is your real home. It called to you, didn't it? Otherwise you never would have gotten on that bus. Nobody really leaves the holler. At least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. I'm just going to remain silent on that. None of those reactions seemed dignified enough to the point that literally the first bit of dialogue it gave me when I arrived is that it felt like the town had called to me, so yeah. Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Nanny. I feel spry as a spring chicken. That's actually really funny. You and Sybill trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves at the outskirts of the estate. My Sybill voice is falling apart, by the way. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly, bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Annie. You've earned it. Sybill heads back to the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Here we go. Time to argue. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. So, you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around and secrecy. I guess I was too optimistic. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Now's really not the time.
The top option is crazy.
Yeah, I liked it, but I feel like she's going to call me crazy. But I want to start with, because this will stop her in her tracks, right? Because I don't think she knows about Wayne, other than the fact that she reacted when I brought up his name recently. We haven't actually talked about Wayne yet.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy for me or something? He's definitely into me. What are you hiding about him? Wayne is none of my business anymore. He's his own man, but I don't like that you're engaging with him in any kind of conversation, and if he tries to talk to you again, just walk away. He's not the decent man I used to know. Conversation over. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, that affected you. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now?
There were like 6 other people there. I like that one.
Yeah, I think that might be what I'm going with. Why wouldn't you ever believe me might chip away at the walls too, though? I'll try this. She doesn't like any of them anyway. I immediately regret clicking it, but whatever. There were like 6 other people there, and they all got possessed. They can corroborate everything I'm telling you. There was another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Like last night, that was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you had another seizure. I wish I'd brought her along now, because she would fucking believe me. All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably in your imagination because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or... I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate. I just want to chip away at her resistance to it. Do you know what I mean? We'll put them there. You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. Ugh, I'm leaving it at that. Are we done, then? Great. I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. I'm going in the secret wing if it gives me the option. Ah, damn it. Damn, I wanted to check it out. Okay. I'm worried this is going to get spooky here, but you don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. The disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Oh, fuck. All right, cinematic, hold on. In case there's audio. There's not, but still. All right, so this is Shaw Jr.'s memories now. Ugh. Oh, he's got fucking puppet strings. Okay. So, achievement unlocked resonant for clearing the chapter, and then so they have an achievement every time you clear a chapter. There's separate achievements for which personality traits you have equipped, and they all have fun names too. So the ones for hot are all pepper. So this one was like Publeno, whatever it is, or something. But mystical for this time, it's always so good. Mystical this time, the achievement was called Yami Yugi, which I appreciate. All right. Saving up. Time for a recap. Ooh. I'm going to wait until I am caught up before I join a Discord, though. I'll tell you that much. Thank you, Possum, for dropping this in. I was very, very intrigued by that.
We're going to take a quick break here.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I'm going to go through the recap, and then I'm going to hit a quick break here where I'll pop an ad in so no one else gets some pre-roll, and I'll stretch my legs, and then we'll be back. But let me do the recap first, and then we will hit that. You can stand up now, Jack, if you want, but let me know.
Cool. I'll be out.
Okay. I'd like to see a recap before starting. Yes, full recap. Here's the full recap, chat. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet. Your cousin's mother and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore. Even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with that side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anyone else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Poor thing. We still haven't figured out what the fucking growths are all about either. I don't think they're actually ditchling related. You know what I mean? Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. And I grab Gretchen. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixated on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Bet there is a stone. I bet there's either stone under the Scarlet house or in the locked room. Right? My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Make yourself at home. Excuse me, blah. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm going to keep my ears open for you. The diner's where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Have either of you seen Rosalina about town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out? Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways.
Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask.
You're interrupted by sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw Mine? This place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You put out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw Mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Also, why do you know about this? What the hell are you doing at my mines? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, all right? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Nope, sure didn't. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he said they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a sec. Where did 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. But you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. Where do you think you're going? Get away from there! Annie, are you alright? Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. The 3 of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Space on my phone is 9 squares. Oof. Rough sigh. I almost called you possum. It's a rough sigh. Get to make tea before the recap of the new stuff, and Layla steals my spot. Excuse me, miss. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Possums! There are 2 of them now. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Annie, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be. The possums are important for the recap. I agree, Stormbird. I adore that. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Annie, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Annie, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on a quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know. Your cousin pulls a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. Yep, he's a dog. Mayor Jimmy. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. The possums are vital. Me, an impartial observer. Exactly. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. I hate this fucking guy. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Annie. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. Ugh, I hate that guy. Blah, blah, blah. He does creep me out. They made him intentionally creepy, and he's fucking creepy. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls and paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyways, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Annie's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Hey, I hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Oh, here we go. We're about to see it again. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in a reddish brown. I'm going for it. Kabam. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention.
Who are you? What are you doing on my property?
Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling.
There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders.
The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years, and I will finally leave. A smell hits you, that now familiar, wet, unwell odor. Blah, blah, blah. Reclaim my seat for Miss Kitty. She gets to have a better spot on my lap plus pets. Yes, win-win indeed. Very good.
What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all those bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Annie. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester.
You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library.
You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you.
Cruise eyes when they make it was so creepy. Yeah, seriously. I'm so sorry, Annie. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? I'm so worried about Stella, man. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. There we are. Okay. Oh, Jackie D left a call. I didn't even realize. Let me check in on him, make sure he's good. Hold on a second. Oh, Jackie D's power went out 1 minute ago. Ah, shit. Yeah, Jack lost power. I did mean to actually go over this before the stream chat. If it dies at any random point, I still have my phone, so I'll be able to let you guys know. Hopefully, if it dies for me, so keep your eyes on the Discord if you do lose the stream. But yeah. Hopefully, we get Jackie D back here in a minute. All right. In the meantime, while I wait for Jack to while we wait for Jack to fix his power issues, which I hope he will very shortly, chat. I hope to have him back with us in a sec. I didn't even notice his PNG tuber disappear, but yeah. I am going to quickly cut to our break screen here as the song ends, and then I'm going to start an ad for those of you who are not subbed, just so that nobody who comes to the channel gets a pre-roll after this for a little while, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm hoping to see Jackie D back in here before we return, but yeah. Do hang tight. I will be back either way, one way or another. Maybe Naomi will be with me, maybe Jack, maybe neither. We will figure it out, but yeah, hang tight, folks, and I'll see you in a couple. Okay, check 1, 2. I don't see Jackie D back yet. Part of what I was doing there, chat, while I was away, was I was trying to, I lit a candle in the other room, because if we lose power here, I don't want to be immediately plunged into darkness except for our phone flashlights. So we have some light backed up in case we lose power. But I went outside for a minute. It's not terrible out there right now. It is very windy. But we've lost power for much, much less than this in this neighborhood. So who fucking knows at this point? Yeah, so let's give thoughts to Jackie D, everybody. I'm very much hoping he can make it back in here. But it may be... yeah, I don't know. He has not hit me back yet. Oh, he's typing right now, so let's see. Power's back. Okay, cool. He's waiting for the router to reset. We will have Jackie D momentarily, everybody. Whew, thank God. As soon as I said it, send vibes, the power came back on. So he's just waiting for his router to reset, and he'll join chat when he's ready. I am going to hop back into the game. Peck, see, I'm so powerful. I'm going to hop back into the game real quick. He will join in soon. I'm just pretty sure it's all characters I voice who are going to be here when we make up and such. So he won't miss much. There is a palette cleanser in the Discord, as Naomi says. The video I was mentioning of Emery is in there. Winnie, we got one. All right. You open your eyes. It's a new day. We got about half hour left, by the way, chat, till Tim, I'm sure. Last night seems so far away. You can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know the furious spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. yet lingers, locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and your bloodline. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hope you made it home okay. Haven't heard from Stella since last night. How about you? You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Should I call her or text her? I'm going to shoot off a text to her. She wants space, but I need to check in on her. Oh my God. Sends Stella a photo of a nervous puppet. Can you fucking imagine? Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like she wouldn't pick up if I call, but a text is, hey, I'm kind of worried after you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you get the chance. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Uh-oh. Haven't heard from her either. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. I'm taking a shower again. Might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back that day. You're sure of it. Think about Oscar and Rosalina. How the specter of Charles Shaw Jr. left them without home and work. But the afterlife, it's undeniably real at this point, which is terrifying. Think about Stella running off last night. Oh, she's just sleeping in. Think about just Duke scrub feverishly. He's trying to scrape the members of your skin. Think about Sybill's warning. Think about Wayne. Were they ever truly wrong? Think about someone special. I'm thinking about Stella for sure. Like, there's part of me that wants to do the mind, but I'm thinking about Stella for sure. Poor Stella, yeah. Think about Stella running off last night. Hopefully she's just sleeping in. You're done here. Okay. I'm just checking again. He should be in. Well, he'll be in chat when he's ready. Oh, there he is. Wait, you're here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you are. What's up?
I was waiting for my mom to chime in.
No worries. Yeah, so it was actually, it was a breaker in your house, or was it a power outage in like your area?
I think it was a breaker because I put on the boiling pot to make tea.
Oh.
And, you know, yeah, it was a little unfortunate. I was, you know, I was on the toilet minding my business.
Oh, God, the
while
worst
the tea
time.
was going, you know, and then suddenly I was pooping in darkness. Which is, you know, not what I prefer.
Nope. not
And
the
then I had to
ideal
go out in
situation.
the rain, freshly after my poo, to flip the breaker.
Oh boy.
So I'm very thankful to be back. I changed
Yes.
my pants.
Dry off a little.
Yeah.
All right. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. I'm gonna check the closet. Fuck it. Fucking doll. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit, but your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. What do you mean? Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Oh, okay. That's it. It's time to face your cousin. She's not here, but it looks like she left a note on the counter. Had to run. The librarian needed the new house, so I'm giving him the keys to the Maxwell place. And the miners decided to stage a strike today of all days, so I won't be around. I know there's no point asking you not to do anything reckless, but I'm asking anyway. Be back late. Call if you get into trouble. Tabitha. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Fuel up with a quick PB&J. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. I love little sparkles around it. And that's that. Head into town. Time to head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. Oh, hi, buddy. What's up, dude? Yeah, you guys can't really see this guy, but you can see this guy. Yeah, hello, sir. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery gray. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you.
Hey, I was just coming to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. I was up most of the night, totally wired on adrenaline. Even if I'd been able to chill out a bit, knowing that that thing was right down the street. Yeah, not super conducive to a good night's sleep.
Does the library look different? Like, can you see the haunting from outside?
It's boarded up, but I can't say I've gotten close enough to see much of anything yet. We could always check it out together. Though maybe we'd better not tempt it. That ghost seemed pretty desperate to eat your soul last night, and I don't even know if I mean that metaphorically or literally.
Have a good night, Beck. Thank you for being here.
Take care, Beck. Hopefully some slapdash plywood is all it takes to contain that thing. I don't like the thought of it spilling out on the main street if it smells a drop of scarlet blood nearby.
No way I was trusting that ghost to uphold its end of the bargain.
Smart move. If that thing was holding onto a grudge so hard that it managed to stick around for 80 years, there's a good chance it would never be satisfied, no matter how much it took from the Scarlets. Might as well hold on to the one life you have instead of hoping it'd be enough to satisfy some revenge-starved old guy.
There's all the flirt options, but I don't want to. I like them a lot, but I'm still on my Stella run here.
You gotta go with Stella.
Yeah, I know. Well, let me try this first at least, and then. How do you feel now that it's a new day? Possession is the sort of thing that can leave a mark on a person's soul.
Thanks for asking about the state of my soul. I appreciate that. I'd be lying if I said it didn't have an impact. I kind of feel bruised all over, physically and spiritually. But hey, that's part of life, right? No one makes it to the end completely unscathed.
I'm a little blasé about all this.
And I'm kind of thrilled that my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. It's a very good attitude,
Yeah.
but it is grim.
Have you heard anything from Stella?
I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable.
Alright, well then we're heading into fucking town. Well, I'll try and bring them along, though. Kanika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Want to come?
Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, the diner is hopping. It's absolutely packed with miners. They must be using it as a home base for the strike.
It's a good question, Possum. That was one of the things I could have asked him, but...
Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. I'm sure you already know that, though. I have to imagine Tabitha would have told you this morning.
Because the... Yeah, I want to just point that out here. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Every turn's just by the tree line.
I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them. They're scrunched up little Sharpay faces.
I got Sharpay faces.
So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but, like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right?
You only need fear what they foretell.
Okay, cool and ominous. As long as it's being eaten alive isn't on the table. Unless they're foretelling a zombie invasion or something with werewolves, in which case I guess I'm still stuck with being eaten alive.
Alright. Let's head back to town.
Yeah, good idea.
You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long till you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Annie, you made it, and you picked up Avery. You picked up an Avery along the way. I like when people say stuff like that.
A new party member.
Yeah. Hope you're both doing okay, like emotionally. Also, I have a dress almost exactly like this.
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
That's good. I feel like I got crushed with a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack, totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom had been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it. But as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. Oh my god. I'm going to do this one real quick, and then... Because I just want to see what she says about... Or what both of them really say about seeing Kanika's mom. And then I want to just move straight along to finding Stella. I don't want to dawdle too much. Because I can definitely tell that, like, sometimes the more time you spend on a thing, the more shit happens. And, like, it definitely has that feeling. I'm not sure if that's true, but it definitely has felt that way. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I mean, I don't even mind flirting with her, Stormbird. It's literally just because of the, like, our friend is literally missing. I don't want to be flirting with people right now. I don't really mind throwing an occasional flirt in here and there. Like, I would flirt with her right now, straight up, no problem. But, like...
I agree. This isn't the time.
This is not the fucking time.
Yeah, totes.
I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune?
After last night, I wouldn't doubt that she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her.
Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her whole New Age mystic thing. A lot's happened in the past couple days. Ugh. I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. I can't keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella. And yeah, exactly. Let's not dawdle. I'm worried about Stella, and it doesn't feel right to be doing anything that isn't actively looking for her. Agreed. Let's get to work. Where to first? Let's go to Stella's house. Okay, let's go to Stella's house.
Good place to start. Maybe she just slept in.
Or, like, left a note is my other thought. That's what I'm hoping. I would have gone already, but I was kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today, just in case I ran into yet another horror from beyond the veil or whatever. I'm glad that this game dispenses with the whole, like, the skeptic never believes you even when things are right in front of her thing. Like, it's dispensed with that pretty early, first half of the game, right?
Yeah.
Because this is chapter 4 of 7, and in chapter 3, she has an experience where she's just like, well, okay, I fucking get it now, right?
Thank you.
You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika looks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. Okay. The interior is cold and not just physically. Oh, shit. There is an absence of joy and life that leaves only a chill behind the ghost of an empty house and the sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. I don't sense anything supernatural here, but I don't like the look of this.
Might as well invite ourselves in, right?
Yeah, we should go in.
Cool. I'll be brave and go first.
Yeah, I don't think she did because it says your search won't end here. I did think the same thing, but I don't think there's one of those things happening. If for those of you not familiar, what I'm saying is I don't think that this is like she committed suicide here. Yeah, because it said the feeling that your search won't end here. But I am also a little concerned about it. So,
yeah.
The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here.
Doesn't look like there was a struggle or anything, unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard.
You didn't have to add that last part. I'm gonna forget that you said that and just be thankful it doesn't look like a crime scene. Alright, I'm checking her room. Holy shit. Little Mothman plushie. Okay. And like pinups on her wall. This is the cutest, gayest bedroom I've ever seen. Alright. Look, there's a plush of Gretchen. My heart. Oh, you can't see the Mothman plush. Hold on. There. Mothman plush. That's so good. Okay. Now. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. You go to check Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping it on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy?
We already broke into her house, right? For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there. Like a note detailing exactly where she is.
We didn't break into her house. The door was left wide open. Holy shit.
This one's tough.
Yeah, I kind of like...
I mean, how hard, like, have we really tried to find her so far? Like, how early on are we in this process to where we're going to snoop?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but, like...
You have to assume it's dramatic.
Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we got to do whatever we can to find her.
That seems kind of fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we've got to do whatever we can to find her. Sure, snoop away, but I'm not going to take part in this. I'll just be over here standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There's simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap in a chaotic multi-layer display. Whoa, how do we... oh, sorry, that's you.
Whoa, how do we find anything on here?
You don't. Come on, let's go. I'm just to see what she has open, right?
Yeah.
Not her history. She looks like a person who's not closing anything. Haha, the Mothman icon on the forum here.
I like the high school S.
Yeah, the
thing.
cool S. It's behind my PNG tuber here, but give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, the rules.
Bloop. Cool guy S's. All right.
Hella cool.
Oh, look, Gmail. It would take her all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. See of rounded, featureless triangles from Windows Edge to Windows Edge. Her most recently open tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. The post in interest is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hidden Appalachia. Hey everyone. Was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I've never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? Bride of Bigfoot. Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clear footage of some sort of cryptid nobody has heard of except for your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Since every low-budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. I'm serious. I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at what they've been doing to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman.
Mothstan.
I believe you. Ugh. Lucky you're following right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. Scientists. With the little
Scientists.
Scientists. The thread continues into the next day. Hey, okay, so 1, this isn't an ARG. I would never. And 2, you're not going to believe this, but we went into to an abandoned mine last night to investigate things. I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers. Listen to this knocking we managed to catch on tape. Link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real.wav. Just because you put the real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is Kidnapped by Aliens all over again. Also, lol, doughy white things, and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell it to Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying her, or I'm gonna call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. The thread ends. Oof.
Wow, poor Stella. Remember to never be internet famous. Here's hoping my SoundCloud stays niche and underappreciated until the day I die.
I like Possum. DJ Scientiesto. Alright. Alright, I think we've seen enough. Thank God. Sure looks like a room. Any thoughts?
I think you about summed it up. This is definitely a room.
Yeah, nothing much to comment on. This is what a room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier.
You could use a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we found her.
Oh, she still does the corkboard with string things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Alright. Let's check the kitchen then. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open. Lots of bread sits on the counter by an unused butter knife. Loaf of bread sits on the counter by an unused butter knife. By a used butter knife, sorry. Stella's kitchen normally this messy? I wouldn't call this messy.
It's a little messy.
If this is a little messy, I don't know. I don't want to know what you'd call my room.
I wasn't judging. There's nothing wrong with a little mess. Or a lot of mess.
We're getting off track. Stella's house has always felt a little too sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. Though maybe that's because I've only ever been over when she was already expecting me.
Maybe this is just a rare peek behind the curtain at the real Stella.
Why does it look like there's fog in here all of a sudden? Was that there a second ago? I feel like that wasn't. No, the conspiracy board, but a fake conspiracy board. More fake than usual conspiracy boards. Even the creator doesn't understand it exactly. The real Stella should call her friends and let them know she's okay. Okay, I don't think we're going to find much else here. Let's get a move on. Where to next? Achievement unlocked. Still life.
Okay, so maybe she came home last night. Maybe she didn't. But she's definitely missing.
I thought I was overreacting this morning. I hope she would just be sleeping in. I can't believe she's actually missing.
We'll find her.
Someone should try call her again. Where to next? I'm worried about the church, but I feel like we're going to have to try and do that at some point. Let's check in with Oscar and Rosalina. They should be at the old Maxwell place. Tabitha dropped off the keys this morning. The old Maxwell place?
Oh, that's so sweet.
So Tabitha put them up in a broken down ruin that should have been bulldozed years ago?
I guess it's good they have a roof over their heads. Or what's left of a roof.
Your cousin is going to get an earful next time I see her.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is this rude?
Kanika storms off down the road, and you and Avery follow close behind. Yeah, so the Maxwell house is the spot that we thought the teenagers would be hanging out before they were actually in the mine, because it's like a ruined, fucked up house that's like kind of dangerous for people. You don't get far before the sound of growling and desperate hisses grab your attention. Uh-oh.
Ah, shit.
Hey, fuck off. You
Oh
turn
my
to see a
God, no.
ditchling approach a cornered pixel in an alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone else last night. The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, cranes its neck to face you, its eyes settling on you with alien indifference. Hey, quit it. Hey, quit it! The words feel meek as they leave your mouth, and the ditchling, unaffected, turns back to its cornered prey.
Is there a pipe or something lying around? Maybe we can scare it off.
There's no time. I'm grabbing Pixel. Yeah!
Oh,
Hell yeah, the homies! Fucking riding in a battle. I want to get this scene on with the Talk to Animals run. I want to hear them yelling battle cries.
yeah.
Look at his face, by the way. Look at the ditchling's face.
It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shit! Before you can react, a small pack of dogs around the corner. Oh, fuck! Okay, content warning. Oh, God. Oh, my God. They pounce on the creature, pulling it from the wall, and take turns biting and tearing it until it's ripped to shreds. Okay, that was horrifying, but hey.
Oh,
Good
they're
job,
such
buddies.
good dogs. Yo, these dogs are great. Look at them.
Yeah, look at these
Fucking
homies.
A. Oh my God, the whole
Still content
variety.
warning in the background, but oh my God, I love these guys. I really want to be able to talk to them. We'll have to do another run with it.
Good dogs.
Hell yeah. Their task complete, they saunter towards you. What the...
It's Daisy. And Scraps, too. The dogs that ran against Mayor Jimmy in the last election.
And every other dog in town all got together in some kind of ditchling hunting dog gang. Pixel timidly steps towards you. Pixel, you got out of the library. Oh, you poor cat, come here. Oh, hi, buddy. Pixel cautiously walks towards your group before clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. I guess he likes you more than me.
Thanks for keeping him safe, dogs.
Yeah, so there's a basset hound that Naomi's... what is it? Was it your uncle's basset hound? Your grandpa's, right, on your dad's side at the basset hound? And his name was Hamlet, but secretly his name was actually Longfellow, which is the best dog name ever. I will leave the rest of the story to you. Cool, they run off. Ugh. The pack of dogs scampers off, their work done. What the hell is going on in this town?
Dog politics.
Longfellow is such a good name for specifically a basset hound because he is a very long fellow.
Yeah, that fucking rules.
Pixel in tow, you and your companions continue on to the old Maxwell place. The old Maxwell Place. It was clearly once a mid-century modern home and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time, but it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-clouded glass. Before you can approach, the door opens and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway.
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here are worn down enough I could hear you coming from a block away.
Good morning, Oscar.
Just thought we'd stop by to check in. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself.
Oscar's voice is tired. He's had a long night, and it shows, his graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him.
Please, come on in.
Huh. Achievement unlocked. At least it's probably not haunted. Pixel! He's okay!
That all is nice.
What was that?
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I think it's nice to offer lodging of any kind, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm enough of a broke boy.
Well, I mean, you're
where it's
totally
like,
right.
This dilapidated house would be like, holy shit, if I didn't have anywhere else to go, oh my god.
No, yeah, of course. And
Is there a toilet? That's all I need, a little power.
Right, but the thing you have to consider is that Tabitha could have given them the house that you hung out in the other day, that the really nice one where she brought the sodas and you were just chilling, that's like the model house.
Oh, cute.
That's
yeah,
fully
right.
furnished and in good working, spotless condition at all times. Like,
yeah.
So, on the one hand, yeah. On the other hand, ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pixel, he's okay. Rosalina rushes forward, taking Pixel from your arms and hugging him close to her chest. How are y'all holding up?
I'm doing all right. Rosalina is
a teenager. I'm fine. Things could be worse.
It really isn't as run down as it looks. And it's got all kinds of weird little features, like an intercom and a jacuzzi.
What? Okay, that's pretty cool, actually.
Jacuzzi fucks. That rocks.
That's so sick.
Of course, none of them are really usable with the state of the place. We've turned on the water and the pipes still work at the very least.
Which means you can get the jacuzzi working.
Yeah. So I won't be drinking out of them until I've tested what comes out.
This place has
And you gotta do that. Come on, Annie. That's what
I probably will, but it's still stuff.
No, you can do it last.
Yeah, we'll see. Have any of you seen Stella since last night? She went missing after the ghost hunt last night, and we can't get a hold of her.
She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you?
I'm starting to freak out a little. I really care about her, and she's just gone. It's okay, Annie. We're gonna find her.
That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. This is my fault, isn't it? I should have done a better job warning her, right?
Stella was practically banging down your door to try to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it.
I don't even think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you didn't know how bad it was going to get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes that's just not going to be possible. You're only one guy.
Checking something real quick, chat. Sorry.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her.
That doesn't mean something bad happened.
But it doesn't exactly sound like it's all sunshine and roses for her either.
Sorry that I can't be more helpful.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of my cousin for making you stay here. I don't accept your apology.
Rosalina.
It's not your cousin's fault. You had the power to stop this from happening. I could be at home in my bed right now if you'd just done what it asked, and instead I'm getting ready to spend my second night in a borrowed sleeping bag on the floor of a house that hasn't been fit for human life since the 80s. You ruined my life. It's like you're doing everything you can to make things worse. I'm so tired of adults running away when things get scary.
That's enough, Rosalina. Annie hasn't been running from anything. We've all just been trying to survive as best we can, as far as I'm concerned. Annie is the only reason you aren't still down in those mines. So I'm personally quite grateful for what she's done for our family. Besides, it's not like we'll have to stay here for long. One way or another, we'll get our house back. There's no need for anyone to take on any permanent, life-changing burdens on our behalf.
Oh, I just realized the music's been off this whole time. I'm sorry, chat. Let's get some fucking music in here. Sorry, continue.
I don't care what it takes. I'm not letting that creature get the last laugh.
Sure. That went so great the first time. I've had it with the big talk. I'm going to my room. Let me know if you actually managed to accomplish anything or if we'll have to move to some tent in the woods next. Rosalina storms off. As she leaves, Oscar's shoulders seem to unclench, attention leaving him as he sighs dejectedly.
Let's go outside and give her some space. I have to make things right. I'm not letting external forces shape my life anymore. It's time to face this thing head on. No more running away and pretending nothing is wrong. For Rosalina. I've been thinking, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing paranormal going on in Scarlet Hollow before very recently. Now, here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird little goblin creatures in the woods, while entire buildings are taken over by supernatural creatures.
You think there was an inciting event, right?
I do.
That's my thought, too. It was never like this in the holler before. Something must have happened that kicked off all this magic stuff. Avery stares at you.
I mean, it's obvious, right? The only things only started happening once Annie got here.
Kanika shoots Avery a glare. No, we are not throwing Annie under the bus.
What? There's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst.
Sure, there's probably nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst, but there's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. If people get the wrong idea, we're only a couple steps away from the whole town deciding to shaw her. Nobody's gonna drag Annie into a witch hunt on my watch.
I like to think we've outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails.
I don't think we have. I'd rather play it safe.
Don't worry, it's not like I'm going to run around town telling everyone that Annie magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence.
You're a bit of a dick.
But if there's a catalyst for all this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? If I may, Annie getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Pearl Ann died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time she arrived.
See, that's what my thought is too, is that I think it's Pearl Ann dying, because I think that me coming here is a symptom of all of the magic starting and of the ditchlings and everything, not a cause. I'm here for the same reason the ditchlings are here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not to mention I started seeing things in our house before Pearl Ann passed, I think. I never thought to make note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. Whatever the cause of this is, there must be some way to put this genie back in the bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there have ever been any similar events and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. The town archives are, unfortunately, in the library. Rosalina had been pestering me to make some sort of digital backup for months, but I never got around to it. So, online sources it is.
Boom, boom, boom. We'll fill you in on what little we know, so at least you have some place to start. Okay. We've been fighting these weird stone seals. There was one in the mines and another in your basement. There might be more.
These are those carvings you mentioned last night, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you think there was something like that under my house all this time? I think someone must have put it there, but who?
Still no Tim, by the way.
This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thank you, Annie.
Annie, didn't you say you felt something similar to the mine seal outside the clinic yesterday? I hope that doesn't mean something weird is about to happen there, too.
Uh-oh. Losing the library is already a blow, but losing the only doctor's office in town seems like it would be bad. Here's hoping we sort things out before that becomes an issue.
I wonder if this is the work of some sort of cult? I kind of want to throw the pastor under just because I fucking don't like him, but I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. Let's not get all satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unlikely at this point, but having lived in this town all my life, I feel like I would know if there was some cult that ran the place.
I've got to agree with Kanika on this. I feel like I'd have picked up on something. A cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact on it. It doesn't even need to be active. From what I gather, those carvings you've been talking about are old, and whoever left them here is probably long gone.
As a heads up to you guys, chat, if Tim is not live by the end of this scene when we're moving on to the next location, we're still going to end there because I can tell Jackie D's feeling tired, and I'm trying to draw these Scarlet Hollow episodes out a little bit here because this game's just so goddamn good. Anyway.
I'll see what I can find. You never know.
Alright. I'm going to do that. Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital. I'm going to explore a little more. Hold on a second. Make sure Pixel stays inside or he might get grabbed by ditchlings.
The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces. Yeah, the anguished doughboys. I kind of like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes.
Like them? Are we talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife?
I don't want to get friendly with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting.
To each their own.
I agree.
I think some dogs kept him safe. Like a gang of dogs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we saw it with our own eyes.
A gang of dogs.
What's up, Never the Knife? Good Time Zone. Sorry, continue.
Good Time Zone. I suppose stranger things have happened this very week, in fact. But we'll make sure he stays safe.
Well, I think there's something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me towards it. Right. I'd almost forgotten after everything that happened yesterday. You said there was something there that reminded you of the mines, right?
I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place as well. You have a friend that lives there, right? Should we tell him that something bad might happen at his house? He might want to stay someplace else for now, if the last few nights are any indication.
Yeah, right, Knife. This game has a way of drawing extremely hot, extremely gender people. She, her pronouns, he, him pronouns, they, them pronouns, by the way. Yeah, I can shoot Reese a warning text, but I don't know if his mom will let him leave. She's got an iron grip on the poor dude, and she's probably even more of a skeptic than I am. Or was. don't want to do the mystical one on this. I'm just going to say that Reese mentioned a movie night, right? It's perfect cover for an investigation. Who knows if that would fly with Dr. Kelly, though? After last night, I'm pretty sure she's not going to let us anywhere near her house.
She's the only doctor in town. She can't just ban people from the clinic, right?
I don't think so, but hopefully nobody gets sick or hurt enough to justify a visit over the next couple days. If we're going to investigate the clinic, I think we're going to have to break in.
Oh, that is unexpected coming from you.
It's what Stella would do, and she's been there for... It's what Stella would do, and she's been 3 for 3 this week when it comes to finding spooky stuff.
She's also been 3 for 3 when it comes to finding her way into mortal peril.
He's got a point. That's why we have to find her as soon as possible. It shouldn't fall on me to suggest we do something dangerous. I'm terrible at selling it.
It's not that I don't think we should figure out what's going on here. We just need to be cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend.
I don't know if we have time to play it safe.
Just give me a day or two, do some research before you do
Aha,
anything
typo.
rash, okay? Yeah.
We discovered a typo.
Hey.
Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella, and fast. I agree. We need her brazen energy if we're going to do any serious sleuthing.
See you around, Oscar.
Let us know what you find.
I will. We're gonna get the library back and we're gonna figure out how to fix whatever's wrong with this town.
So, that's Oscar. Any other ideas? We should check out the church. The church? Why?
I see what you're thinking. Stella was confronted with evidence of the afterlife, so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. It's worth checking out.
I think we're barking up the wrong tree, but I guess you're right. There's no point in not being thorough.
I wouldn't mind stocking up on some holy water while we're there, too. Seems like a good idea to cover all our bases at this point.
I don't think Baptists do the holy water thing, but I'm sure Pastor Daniel would pretend to bless some water if it meant keeping us around a little longer. Yeah, he's so the fucking cult leader. If there is a fucking cult in this, I feel like they're trying to lead me down that road really hard, the game, but I don't know if that's a red herring and the pastor's genuinely a gross, creepy bad guy, but not like the source of all this, or if it's a like just straight up like, no, this guy is the this guy's the fucking, like, there's a cult and it is led by the pastor, and that's why it keeps trying to suggest it to me.
That's good enough for me.
Let's not linger, though. I don't want him thinking we're possible converts. Okay.
Ooh.
Maybe there's a cult, but it's just a normal cult, i.e. Christians. Yes. All right. I think that's it, everybody. I think that's where we need to end. Am I mistaken in saying there is no Tim yet? Has anybody seen a tweet from him or anything? Or did anybody who was in GAMS, who was at GAMS last night, did he say anything about not being on today or something? I should check one more time here.
This game rules.
This game is so much fun, dude.
Yeah, I could keep going for a while longer, but we should pace it out, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. I think that ending at this point, based on the way the episodes have gone, leaves us with exactly the end of chapter 4 at the end of our next stream. Do you know what I mean? I think that's where we line out. So,
all right.
He said see you tomorrow. Okay. It seems like he overslept again. That's sort of what I figured. All right, I'm going to check one more time. Yeah. Nada. Okay. In that case, I'm going to shoot you over to friend of the stream, Kyle TG. One of my favorite people to raid, the Australian wonder and DVD streamer extraordinaire. There was a new DVD PTB that went out today where they're finally nerfing the nurse and doing a lot of other cool shit, and I I don't know if he'll be on live servers or PTP servers, but either way, I
Did you
adore.
want to discuss the? Sorry.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe I forgot.
Birthday.
Yes. So very quickly before I raid Kyle, this coming Monday, the 9th, January 9th, is my 31st birthday. On that day, I'm going to be doing a subathon stream for my birthday. It's going to start at 2 p.m. I will eventually make a graphic or at least a post in the Discord with all of this information. But to let you know what is up for grabs with the subathon. At 10 subs, 10 total subs throughout the stream, I'm going to schedule a... oh, God, now I have to remember exactly what I was going to do here. But at 10 total subs, I will... schedule a marathon stream for sometime probably in the month of February to play all of the amazing mystery game, The Return of the Obra Dinn, live on stream in one sitting, the same way I did with Inscription over the summer. I adore that game so much. I don't remember any of the answers to it, just how it looked and some of the things that happen in vague terms. So I'm very, very excited to dig back into it. But that is at 10 subs. If we get 10 subs during the stream on Monday, that's what I'll be doing. At 20 subs, I will be hosting a movie night in the Discord where we will pick a movie. I will pick a certain number of movies that are streaming on Netflix or some other easily available program platform. Have all of y'all in the Discord vote on what we watch, and then we'll put it in. We'll watch it together in voice chat in Discord, and we may... Discord, I know, used to have a thing where it would block you from streaming Netflix content through Discord, like screen sharing it, and if that's the case, that's the case. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about it. And what we'll do is we'll have everybody pull up... everybody who can pull up that movie on that streaming service and then do a 3, 2, 1, go... and all watch it in sync together on our separate devices. But yeah, so that's at 20 subs. That's if we get 20 subs throughout the stream there. And then, so to let you know, then also finally what the content of the actual stream is and the final thing that you get by gifting subs. I'm going to be playing all of the Stanley Parable Deluxe at the first part of the day, again, starting at 2 p.m. And then I'm going to, I don't know what it is exactly I'm going to do in the middle, but I have some ideas. Maybe we'll finish chapter 4 of this or start another run of it. Maybe it'll take some figuring. We'll figure that out. And then after 8 hours, the schedule will originally be that we will run from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. However, every sub that is gifted during the course of that 8 hours, or during the course of the stream, will extend the stream duration by 20 minutes, up to a total of 12 hours. So I will go as late as 2 a.m., and after the 8-hour mark, when we're in that bonus time, that is whatever the subs are, we will either play Jackbox with chat or Fall Guys or something more interactive like that. I think it'll probably be Jackbox with the chat, depending on how many people are here. You know, we'll see what it is. I have several different Jackbox packs, so we can run through a lot of games in the potentially 4 hours that you guys can get me to there. So yeah, so come gift subs. Like I said, at $10 is an Obra Dinn marathon coming. At $20 there is a Discord movie night coming. And for every sub gifted, you can extend the stream by 20 minutes up to a total of 12 hours. So up to a total of 4-hour extension to 2 a.m. That's starting at 2 p.m. Pacific time on Monday the 9th. And I hope that you guys will all be here. Again, I'll put all this info in the Discord at some point. But thank you for reminding me to do that, Jackie D.
Hell yeah. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am extremely excited to be doing it. I love birthday streams are always so much fun, and we've done a few different marathons of various kinds on my birthday. Also, I want to talk to you at some point about setting one up for your birthday, Jack, because that's coming up in not too long.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'd love to have your first hosted stream be on your birthday, and we'll do a subathon for that. But we'll talk about it after.
That'd be perfect. Yeah.
Probably after we finish up mine, so we can learn from it and take pointers and then make a new one go on. So.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. With that said, Chad, we still have no Timothy, and we are 5 minutes past when he was supposed to go fully live. So I'm going to raid us into Kyle TG again. I don't think we have a raid phrase, but just if you are a subscriber, spam. You can always gift somebody a sub, Sky. Just saying. That's sort of what the angle is. A lot of people I know are already subbed here, but you can gift subs on Sunday and or on Monday. And that's what the... Oh, Tim just went live. Did we really just fucking time it up that well? I vamped for that long. Let's go.
No way. That'd be sick.
Hang on. Let me check it really quick on my phone. Yep, there it is.
Hey.
All right. Very well.
We rule.
Enjoy the games, chat. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Closing admin time. If you don't know who I am, my name is Annie. I use she, her pronouns. I'm an audio editor at the Rusty Quill and Magnus Archives, a musician, many other things. There's my info in chat. That other PNG tuber is my good buddy Jackie D, he, him pronouns. There's all his info in chat right there. If you guys want to find out when we're going to stream, vote on what we stream, vote on that movie night if we do earn it, and get all other kinds of notifications and hang out with a really cool community. You can join our Discord at the link right here. It is a really, really great time. I love this community, and we have fun over there. And I'm hoping to have more fun over there going forward. I'm hoping to plan some more stuff. But yeah, this subathon will be the first one. Jackie D, I love you, buddy.
Love you. It was a blast.
I love you all, chat. We care you so much. Jackie D, be safe in the storm and everything, and take care. And chat, y'all take care as well. Enjoy the games, and we will see you hopefully later this week for more. We'll wrap up chapter 4 later this week. But Jack, you and I'll DM about that. Yeah. So, all right. On that note, before the raid timer runs out, good night, everybody. Bye.
Love y'all.